Hello all, this time I want to give information about tips when you are going to buy your dream car. The following top 40 tips for buying a new car. Like most people, you're probably only going to buy a new car a handful of times in your life. Considering what a major investment it can be and how crucial it is to have reliable transportation, it pays not to rush the car buying process. Keep these tips in mind whenever you're in the market for a new vehicle. 1. Determine your budget ahead of time. For best results, have a firm number in mind. It should be the maximum amount that you're willing to pay. Be prepared to walk out of the dealership if you're given a price that exceeds it. 2. Figure out how you'll pay for your vehicle before going to the dealership. Will you pay for it with cash, finance it or lease it? You'll face enough pressure at the dealership as it is, and the last thing you want to do is make this decision while you're there. 3. Familiarize yourself with the available incentives and rebates. They can save you huge amounts of money, and some deals are way better than others. If you're torn between two different cars, the available rebates and incentives may help you decide more easily. 4. Find out what people are paying in your area. You will need to have a specific make and model in mind in order to get accurate information. There are plenty of websites that even allow you to fine-tune your research down to specific options and trim levels. 5. Leave monthly payment amounts out of it. The worst mistake you can make is to tell the salesperson how much you can afford to spend each month. You can be certain that your payment will end up being for that amount, and you're far more likely to pay more than you should. 6. Try to be flexible. Some people argue that you only buy a new car every now and then, so shouldn't it be exactly what you want? You can certainly go into the situation with that attitude, but you shouldn't expect to get the best deal. 7. Avail yourself of online inventory tools. If you go into a dealership looking for a specific model that's not available on the lot, you may be pressured into getting something that you don't really love. Don't even bother visiting a dealership until you're sure it has what you want. 8. Make use of the dealership's internet department. Most dealerships have one, and they are convenient because you can drastically reduce the amount of time that you sit negotiating your purchase. You should be assigned a salesperson, and make sure to deal only with him or her from that point forward. 9. Know the trade-in value of your car ahead of time. This is yet another reason to never impulsively stop by the dealership. Without knowing any better, you might think that you're being offered a fair price for your current vehicle. Use online calculators to get a ballpark estimate of how much you can expect to get. 10. Consider selling your car privately if you really want top dollar for it. You're just not going to get the best price for it by trading it in. Of course, you will avoid a lot of headaches by trading it in at the dealership, so it's a trade-off of sorts.